Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2026 ski test. I've got a Volkl Peregrine 76 for you today. This ski returns structurally unchanged from last year. We do get a new top sheet graphic here, but this ski returns as a extremely solid option for more of that wider front side skier who's looking for more medium to longer radius turns, and this thing performs extremely well in those arenas. They definitely filter a bunch of stuff down through their race room, from the core to the metal to the shaping. There's a lot of race influence here from Volkl, and this Peregrine 76 is an awesome example of what a fun front side ski can be in a slightly wider bodied format. You know, the true purists, those on-piste purists, will say that this is just far too wide to be a true front side carver, and I'm sure there's some truth to that. But skiers like myself, I simply prefer a slightly wider platform underfoot. Unless you're on extremely smooth and firm snow, I like having a little bit more width for balance and just an easier platform to stand on. Just allows you to get a little bit more control over the ski. You know, once you go narrower to 66 or something like that underfoot, it starts to teeter like a hockey skate. So having a little bit more width, I don't think is a bad thing, especially since the performance of this ski is just so darn high. It is built with a multi-layer wood core consisting of poplar and beech, and then we get 2 full sheets of metal. They're tailored carbon tips to help with turn initiation, really hooks into the ski, plays against the slight amount of tip rocker that we'll see when we show the profile. And then we also get 3D glass. So the fiberglass is wrapped up and over the sidewall by the edge. And anytime you're putting that fiberglass or any other additive material at an angle or in a 3-dimensional format, you're increasing the stiffness of that material. So lots of pop and energy coming out of this ski due to the construction. Not a ton coming out of the profile, as we'll look at in just a quick second here. Also an arm motion binding on this ski, and I like those because there's a worm screw. It's not a sliding track. I think it gives a little bit better energy out of the ski. But nice system overall. 176 here, 3,327 grams per ski. So pretty heavy with that ski and binding. And I think that's how Volkl wants it to be, allowing for a little bit of mobility with that slight rocker in the tip and tail. But overall, when you're engaged in the turn, this thing holds strong, steady, and true. Yeah, not a whole lot going on with rocker and taper here. Not a ton of rocker underfoot. There is some, not a lot of camber, excuse me. There's a little bit of rocker in the tips and tails, just allowing for an easier entry and exit. It doesn't hook into the turn as much as a ski with a wider shovel and full camber. It is a little bit more accessible in the middle section, or a little bit more demanding in the middle section, excuse me, and more accessible in the tips and tails. I think that opens it up to a little bit of versatility as well. I've skied these in a mix of hard and soft snow, and it's really kind of a seamless transition, which is pretty nice. So pretty versatile for being such a strong and powerful ski. 17.6 meter turn radius, and that allows you to kind of go pretty fast, make more GS-oriented turns. This thing does not get too scared at speed at all. We got some feedback here. On the Peregrine 76, Alexander Connor, one of our testers, notes that holding it felt heavy, and yeah, I'll agree with that for sure. But it's a great carving and ski and catches a clean edge. Fun to bomb on a groomer. I think that emphasizing that speed and that power definitely makes a lot of sense and really allows advanced and expert skiers to get that race-like feel and not have to be in a full-on, you know, FIS, GS level ski. Definitely very much of a recreational ski in that regard, but still has a super high-end performance spectrum. So make sure you check out this Volkl Peregrine 76 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.